What's up, everybody? How are you? Wow, incredibly fluffy here today. Welcome to those of you watching on the replay. I want to do a pretty quick scope today about screenshots. Slightly different to what I would usually broadcast about, although it's still tips and tricks for Periscope. So I thought I'd give you guys, welcome to everyone coming in. Thought I'd give you guys some tips about how I've seen people use screenshots so far on Periscope, how I think we can use them in the future, and basically 5 ways that you can use screenshots to actually end up really utilizing them and getting more follows and more views into your Periscope broadcast. If there's anyone here that doesn't know who I am, my name is Alex Pettit. I do all the tips and tricks on Periscope, teach you how to get more viewers, how to get more hearts, more follows, things like that, and actually bring people into your broadcast and get more people watching, have more fun and stuff like that. So today, guys, I want to talk about screenshots and how you can actually use screenshots more than just asking people to take them, but reasons that you can actually give for people and say, hey guys, take a screenshot for this and take a screenshot for that, and how actually it will end up getting more people into your broadcast. How have I been? Sorry, I've been good. Welcome, Jason. How are you? So yeah, I'll tell you what, before I begin, guys, what I would love is if you could share this broadcast. If you don't know how to do that, just click on the people watching right now, that number of people, or if you're watching on the replay, swipe up on Android, swipe left or right on iOS. Click the share button and then click share or invite Periscope followers. Share on Twitter. Periscope have changed the way that you share on Twitter, I think. Now it puts like a little, when it does the tweet, instead of doing watching on Periscope, it now gives the Periscoper's name, which is great, because that gives you guys more promo. So thank you to Folk, thank you to Kick, thank you to Fucking Crazy. I almost said that wrong, didn't I? Thanks, Chris. 200 of you all in here now. I want to get started and I want to get going straight away. Firstly, the first thing before I do get started, did everyone have a good new year? What was your highlight of bringing in 2016? I don't know if I did a scope yesterday. I think this was my first one of 2016. A quick question, how can I reverse lettering and snap to keep them from appearing backwards? Christy, they don't usually reverse in my snaps. Thank you OMS Gadget for sharing on Facebook. I had champagne sprayed on me. That's a good way to bring in 2016. Brandy, good to have you here. Having my family in town was a highlight. I know, but they've gone back now, right? New Year's was amazing in the mountains with my family, says Jason. Jason, good to hear. I'm glad you had a good one with the family. Did you do Scope Day yesterday or 3rd of Jan? So hashtag Scope Meetup is tomorrow, 7 p.m. GMT, 11 a.m. PST, I want to say, and the times are on my Twitter at Alex Pettit. You had a gig. Cool. So I know lots of you have just shared, and I know you guys want to know about screenshots. So I want to give you guys, firstly, a bit of an explanation on why screenshots are so useful on Periscope and why not necessarily Periscopers are using them to their full ability. And then 5 tips about how you can actually encourage more people to take more screenshots in your broadcast and how it will actually help you get more viewers into your broadcast as well. So if you enjoy this topic, please do remember to swipe up on Android, swipe left or right on iOS, or click the little Perry dude or Perry gal, whichever one, no one knows, down there, then click share and invite. So let's go. Number 1, a couple of things to say. So for those of you that don't know, on an iPhone, you can taking a screenshot is exactly how you take a screenshot in any other app. On an iPhone, it's the home button and the power button. On Android, depending on devices, it's different ways, but every phone can basically take a screenshot, right guys? But what many people don't know about the screenshot feature within Periscope, of course, the photo or the screenshot that you take saves to your camera roll, which is great because you can tweet it out afterwards. But if you want to do a demo now, in a second, guys, when I pose, you'll notice that if you take a screenshot on your device, a little notification will then come up in the chat asking if you want to post that screenshot to Twitter. So if you want to test that out now, let me just pose with a cup of tea because that's all I've got. Take a screenshot and let me know if you see the little notification that says post this screenshot onto Twitter. The other bit of advice whilst you guys are doing that I will give you is the way that Periscope chooses the kind of area of, there we go, Jason says see it, Walter says yes. Hey, good to see you in here, Walter. Thank you very much for your tweet today, it made me smile. Brandy says coffee, I think emojis those are. One thing that to bear in mind if you're going to ask people to take screenshots, Periscope takes its kind of thumbnail image from the top bit of your thing. So whatever you want to be kind of in the thumbnail image, try and like get up here. So you'll see I kind of held the teacup quite high. So it's around about like this area here. I don't know why it just doesn't take it from the middle though. That would be the sensible thing, but it doesn't. You're welcome. Thanks, Walter. So yeah, so many people don't know or just miss that notification of actually being able to post the screenshot straight onto Twitter from Periscope and not have to leave the app, which is obviously great. Like that is a great feature, right, guys? Because then you can encourage people to share the screenshots and they don't have to leave. They can keep watching. And at the same time, remember, everything that gets tweeted about your shows, whether they be people just sharing them out on Twitter, whether it be people tweeting you from within inside Periscope, whether it be people sharing screenshots, is still promo for you whilst you're live and the replays. Because as long as it's got that link that drives to your channel and that drives to your show, it's promo for you. It's free promo by everybody else, which is great. It gets more people coming to watch you who maybe wouldn't even know you're on Periscope, because they're discovering you on Twitter. Does that make sense so far? So I guess what I'm trying to say is, encourage people to take screenshots. I didn't get the notification to share a screenshot. Ashley, were you using Android by any chance? Thank you for everyone who's still sharing in the broadcast. I have 5 ways that I want to give you guys before. I'm just talking a little bit about screenshots first, and then 5 ways I want to give you guys of actually ways that you can use screenshots creatively to gain more viewers. Oh, you had the chat hidden. You won't see any notifications if you have the chat hidden, Ashley, that's why. Second thing I want to say about screenshots, everyone can do them. We've got 233 people in here right now, which means around about 133 people are watching, and there's a big message at the bottom that says broadcast to full, and they can't chat. Only around 100 people can chat in a Periscope broadcast at once, which sucks, but I get why. As a broadcaster, if I had 1,000 people all talking at once, I'd never see anyone's chat because it would be moving too fast. So I kind of get that. The good thing about screenshots, it doesn't matter if you're someone that has chat privileges or you're someone that doesn't. Everyone can screenshot, everyone can post onto Twitter. So it's kind of a way of communicating and a way of again, promoting your scope that everyone can get involved in. So you don't have to just say to someone, if you can chat, get involved. Actually, you can say to your audience, no matter who is watching, whether they can chat or not, take screenshots, tweet them to me. And I'm going to tell you a couple of ways that you can use that to actually really create a massive buzz around your Periscopes in just a second. Hey Alex, awesome tips as always. Thank you very much, Ness. Guys, if you haven't shared yet, please share this now, because I really do believe screenshots aren't being utilized as well as they could be on Periscope, and it's just an easy way to tell more people about your broadcast and that you're live as well. What's going on says, all your fault. We're talking about how you can utilize screenshots, how you can really make the most of the Periscope screenshot features. Thank you, Get Health, with Dawn for sharing as well. Great tips, baby boy. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you. Couple of other things to say. Well, I'll come on to those bits in a sec. I've made a couple of notes because I didn't want to forget anything. So who wants me to start the 5 ways? I never thought about screenshots. Exactly, strategic. Who wants me to start the 5 ways that I would suggest in using screenshots? You haven't missed the tips yet. I've been doing a bit of an overview. Now we're going to go through the 5 tips nice and quickly. I want to try and keep this scope relatively short. It's been 10 minutes so far. I take a lot of screenshots in run. Yeah, a lot of people do. Okay, lots of thumbs up. Let's go. Please keep sharing, guys, and also share onto Twitter as well. I want to test out that new Twitter feature, so if you haven't shared on Twitter yet, please do swipe up on Android, swipe left or right on iOS, click the share button, and share on Twitter. Number 1, the most simple thing, the thing that Periscope screenshots and sharing on Twitter was invented for, sharing, highlighting key moments of your broadcast, showing what you see. And I'm going to give you guys an example of one of my broadcasts I did on the other channel. Wow, thank you everyone for sharing. Thank you, Lynn. One of the broadcasts I did on my other channel at House of Petits yesterday, if you didn't see it, there might still be time. Actually, there isn't time, it's gone. Where we played egg roulette, or we played catchphrase egg roulette, where we had raw eggs and basically smashed them in each other's face. That was a fun scope if you saw it. But the key part I want to make here, guys, is how we use screenshots in that. And I was saying to people just before we were doing the egg in the face thing, saying to people, okay, get ready with your screenshots. And what that was doing is people were trying to capture the moment where the egg was literally being splat against the face. When they captured that moment, they posted it on Twitter. And the great thing for you as a broadcaster about that is everyone's posting onto Twitter these incredible images of your broadcast. And it's like the best bits. They're posting like a movie trailer poster. You know, like you get the best posters to promote a movie. That's what the the Periscope screenshot feature is for your broadcast. It's like, get people to take a screenshot of the best, most visually part of your broadcast, tweet it out, and that's promotion for your broadcast with the direct link for anyone who sees it on Twitter, to come in and watch live as well. Damn, I missed watching it. Yeah, it was a great broadcast. It was such a fun broadcast. Your family scopes are the best, Ashley. Oh, thank you very much, Ashley. Screenshot me. So yeah, what I like to say is, okay guys, we know something big's coming up here. So at this point, it was the moment when someone was about to have a raw egg splattered against their face. So you just give people heads up, guys, get ready with your screenshots. That's all I said. And at that moment where the egg went on the head, everyone took screenshots, everyone tweeted it out. And like I say, it's like that movie poster moment where you capture or your audience, your you know, like you guys, my friends, you capture the best part of a broadcast and promo it. And that is free, great promotion for your broadcast, and everyone comes in wanting to see like what more of that. Okay, so that's just one tip. Treat Periscope screenshots like a movie poster. Tell people to screenshot the best bits. Warn them that the best bit is coming up, and make sure you tell them to screenshot number 1. And I said in the title, number 4 is the best. They're all really great, but I personally like number 4. Thank you for all the shares, guys. I keep seeing lots of people sharing on Twitter. This is obviously not the best broadcast to screenshot because nothing's really happening. But excellent, says the Funny Fairy. Very, very well indeed. The second kind of way that I want to give you, or advice that I want to give you about using screenshots, guys, is you can use them for competitions. Like, I haven't seen many people do this. I know there was one thing going around that did it, but you can actually use screenshots for competitions, and there's lots of ways of doing it. You could say, I've said on my scopes a number of times, I'm not in San Fran now, no. I've said in my scopes a number of times, hey guys, send me your screenshots and I'll retweet the best ones, or send me your screenshots and the best one will get a free XYZ, or I'll put something in the post for XYZ. It's actually then an incentive for people to press that screenshot button and tweet it out. So, you know, I say quite often, I do it quite a lot, send me the screenshots and I'm going to retweet the best ones. Why would I want to do that? As a broadcaster, it shows off the best screenshots of my broadcaster, shows off how good that broadcast was and makes people want to watch it. For you guys doing the screenshots, you're getting whether it be a retweet or a free or a follow or something like that. It's all about giving people incentives and rewards. It's like, there should be a reward mechanism within Periscope, but there isn't. So one way of rewarding is through follows or through retweets or things like that. But it's a great way, again, to promo you as the broadcaster and get more people into your scopes. That is top tip number 2. Who's enjoying? Are you finding this useful? Just give us like a thumbs up emoji or a yes if you're finding it useful. And if you're new and this is the first time that you've ever watched me on Periscope, I know I'm rattling through these, but if you want any help at all, you want more of my top tips, you can follow me. It's super simple to do so. All you do is swipe up on Android, swipe left to right on iOS, click my name, and then click the follow button. Some of you on iOS might have just seen like a little white tick come in. Don't click that. If you saw a little white tick come in the chat, don't click that. If you saw it was unticked, feel free to click it and you'll start following me. If you're on Android, I don't think you see that. Got a sore throat today. What is it? Sean, it's just like, what was that, says Ashley. I'll show it to you again. It's just like a little button that if you click it, you'll unfollow me, so don't unfollow me. But if it's not ticked, you can click it and instantly follow. Okay, I'm going to move straight on to number 3. Yeah, number 3 and then number 4. Here we go. Number 3 is using screenshots for polls, and I want to tell you how I do it. I don't see anyone else doing this, and I love doing this. I've done quite a few on my shows where there's no poll feature in Periscope. So I sat down one day and I was like, how can I like poll? Obviously I can say to comment in the comments, guys, comment number 1 if you like this, or comment number 2 if you like this, and we can choose that way. But again, it's limited for only those 100 people that can chat. Everyone else just has to watch and can't get involved. So the great thing about screenshots and the fact that you can tweet the screenshots is everyone can get involved. So one thing that I like to do is, for example, I don't have anything here, but for example, I could say, what do you want me to whack myself in the head with? Do you want me to whack myself in the head with aftershave? Take a screenshot of that now. Or do you want me to whack myself in the head with a penknife? Take a screenshot of that now. You take a screenshot of the one that you wanted, you then tweet it to me, I count up the tweets, aftershave probably 1, whack, done. Do you get that? Oh my god, no, says Kelly. I'm not going to do it, guys, I'm sorry. Thank you for tweeting this out. Please don't whack in the head. I don't know why I said that, it was the only thing I could think of. But you get the idea, right? Whack, done. You get the idea. You show 2 things, 3 things, 4 things, it can be as many as you want. People pick the best one the one that they want by taking a screenshot of it and then tweeting it to you, or tweeting it out using a hashtag. It's up to you how you do it. But that is one way of utilizing screenshots to do a poll, but also in the same way that we talked about screenshots so far, every time they send out a screenshot, whether it be of the aftershave, whether it be of the penknife, or whatever it may be, they're still tweeting out the photo, but they're also tweeting out that link to your broadcast, which gets more people into your broadcast. So just think, guys, what can I do creatively with screenshots? It shouldn't just be that number 1, which is showing things, of highlighting your broadcast. Think how else you can use screenshots creatively. Like, what else can you do? Whether it be things like competitions, screenshot competitions, whether it be polls, or whether it be one of my favorite things, which is number 4, and I put it into the title. Number 4 is a must, because I think like more people need to do this. Instagram, thank you for sharing, guys. If you haven't shared yet, I can see like some people are sharing whilst I'm talking. Thank you for doing that. It's super simple. Just click on the little Perry person down there. I'm going to say Perry person rather than Perry dude or Perry girl, because then that's like sexually correct, I think. Perry person. Then click the share button and then click invite Periscope followers. What is number 4? Money don't sleep. Okay, here it is. Thank you everyone for sharing. Let me just do a quick re-intro for everyone that's new. Welcome everybody, my name is Alex Pettit. I give you guys, just like I'm doing right now, the tips and tricks on how you can use Periscope effectively, get more viewers into your broadcast, get more followers as well, and start using Periscope. I'm going to say like a pro, but I don't think anyone's a pro on it. The app's not even a year old, but I'm going to say it anyway. Top tip number 4 of the 4 out of 5 ways that you can use Periscope screenshots. One of my favorites is to show links and to get people to, if you're like showing a link to your Facebook, showing a link to your Instagram, and you want people to go and follow you on different places, rather than just reading it out and saying, hey, go and follow me on alexpettit.tv/Twitter or Facebook or whatever. Or if I was to say to you, hey guys, if you want to get your Periscope Summit tickets, the website for that is alexpettit.tv/summit. But you'd forget that, right? Unless people wrote it up in the chat or you had it written down, you'd forget it. So one super simple way is to say, there's the link, guys. Take a screenshot now, and then go back into your camera roll when you're ready to visit the website, and you've got it there. So if you want to drive people to a website where maybe you've got some merchandise, if you want to drive people to a website where maybe it's like for a charity or for your event or whatever it may be, taking screenshot or asking your audience to take a screenshot of the web link, and then they don't have to exit the broadcast, they can watch the rest of the broadcast and then go into their camera roll afterwards when they're ready, and they've got that link there. The great thing about that, guys, is it's a photo on their camera roll. So like everyone does once a month, they're kind of like scrolling through their phones. Oh, there's the duck face selfie I did in the bathroom at New Year's Eve. Oh, there's the one of me kissing my best friend when I was too drunk on New Year's Day. But there's also the link to that website that I should have gone to last week. It's like a little reminder on their phone. So that is another one. Why is my scope saying I have 195 broadcasts? Whoa, I have no idea. I will do a recap. For those of you that have just joined, I will do a recap, don't worry. I'm writing a recap for my blog. Motherhood through my eyes. Wish I was going to the summit. Our strategic, where you will be missed. You will be missed. What's the bottom line? Making money on narcissism. What's the bottom line? Making money on narcissism. I have no idea what that means. That's how many are watching, Alex. Oh, thank you, Sue. Do you see how many people screenshot as a broadcaster? So Kelly Peach Hair. In Periscope, the app, no. There are analytics tools out there where you can see such things. So I use one called scopeinsights.com, and you can see who screenshots, you can see like the number of screenshots you had, stuff like that. If you want to find out more about that, it's on scopeinsights.com. Just dropped in, I'll catch the replay. Yeah, Ron, feel free. I have one final tip for you guys, and this is more from the broadcaster point of view. When can I get those pajamas? As a Brandy, I'm genuinely bringing you a pair to Florida. I'm trying to get hold of 2 pairs, one to give away and one to give to you when I come over to Florida. Yeah, Full Scope does work too, that is the point. I should say there's loads of analytics software out there, Scope Insights, Full Sights, and a couple of others as well you guys can get your hands on. Okay, number 5 is this. As a broadcaster, I was just watching Alex Khan as well, and we were talking about this last week. He's talking about it is all about cross-promotion. Don't just be stuck on Twitter, or don't just be stuck on Periscope. Even now, everyone is talking Periscope, 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 Periscope. It isn't just about Periscope, guys. Periscope may right now be the leader of live streaming apps, but who knows what the kind of landscape looks like at the end of 2016 or 2017 or 2018. Don't put all your eggs into one basket. When you get activated on Facebook Live, jump on that. When you get activated on whatever the next live streaming platform is, have a go at that. I'm going to be trying out a new one tomorrow. It's called Mevi, just to see what it's like. I've been doing YouTube live streams. I've been doing, I even tested out Crew the other day. We're all in a bubble, exactly. So what I would say is, and this is about kind of leading it back to this top tip number 5, is actually, yep, build them all. Exactly, Spicy Little... Oh, Spicy Little Pepper, I haven't seen you for ages. In fact, I don't think I've seen you since New York. How are you doing? I always see you pop up in my Instagram, though, with some, like, beautiful outfits or something like that. Anyway, sorry, getting off track there. But yeah, what I want to tell you guys as a broadcaster is when you're telling people to, hey, screenshot this for a competition, or, hey, screenshot the best bit of someone getting egg in their face, or whatever it may be, go back to your Twitter feed and go and thank those people for whether it be just giving like a favor, or whether it be going and replying, or whether it be retweeting. There should always be like a payoff. Someone should always, for doing a screenshot. And the reason I say that is, guys, people are screenshotting, they're sending out a tweet on your behalf, basically. So always go back and thank them. But what that does, if they're not already following you on Twitter, you can bet pretty certainly that once you go back and maybe give them a personalized reply and say, hey, thanks so much for sending this screenshot, I absolutely love it. If they weren't already following you on Twitter, they will be when they see that reply. And that is another way to grow your social platforms. Being outside of this Periscope bubble and growing all your social platforms around it will really help you. And that is the end of the 5 top tips. Over to you for a Q&A. I'm really bubbly, but it's 12:31. It's like way past midnight and I have to be up early. You're hating Periscope today? Can I do a recap? Yeah, I'm going to do a very quick recap. 30-second recap for you guys now. Woohoo! Such great tips, Alex. Thank you so much, Brandy. You're just saying that because you know you're getting one of these now, don't you? You keep losing connection. I apologize for that. Tell you what, I'm just going to pull up the tips again. Something's beeping in my kitchen and I don't quite know what it is. Facebook on iOS right now, Summer Babe. Do you have access to it? You're one of the... I'm in the UK, so we don't have access to Facebook Live yet. But I know some of you guys will have access. Thanks for all the advice. No worries, guys, but that's what I do. Like, that's what I love doing on Periscope. I have been on Periscope since day one, which to some extent feels like ages ago. But if you think about it, it really wasn't. And it's been an awesome kind of... what would be the word? It's been an awesome journey on Periscope over the last, I don't even know, like 10 months now, I think it's been. If I Twitter your pic, that's a screenshot. Yeah, so if you, if it comes up and says, hey, post this picture to Twitter, it probably means you've taken a screenshot. Only viewers can screenshot. The broadcaster can screenshot as well, but I can't do anything with it. It would just save to my camera roll. Thanks for the tips. Okay, very quickly, for those who want to recap, a 30-second recap, tip number 1, tell people to screenshot or give people pre-warning of the best bits. So if you know, like in my broadcast yesterday, someone's about to get smashed in the face by an egg, and there's going to be all this great visual material, great screenshots, then give people pre-warning. And what that does is they are then taking a screenshot of the best part, posting it to Twitter, and it's like a movie billboard for your Periscope. It's like, here's something awesome that's just happened live on Periscope, come and watch. And obviously the tweet has the link to your broadcast. Top tip number 1. Number 2, run competitions, screenshot competitions, things like, hey guys, I will, as a broadcaster, you can say, take screenshots of the bits that you like. The best screenshots that are tweeted to me, I'll retweet, or I'll follow the people who send me the best screenshots. There should always be like a payoff if you're asking people to do something. Number 3, screenshot polls. So I did the example of, hey guys, what do you want me to smash on my head? Take a screenshot if you want me to smash aftershave over my head, or take a screenshot now if you want me to smash a penknife into my head. And you do a poll and say, hey, tweet me which one you want. And then obviously you count up how many screenshots you had for the penknife and the thing, and you got the idea. Number 4, get people to screenshot links. Because if I was to just say, hey, go and visit alexpettit.tv/summit to go and buy your Periscope Summit tickets. And by the way, if you do that, you get entered into my competition, which is closing soon. The price is exactly the same no matter where else you buy it. But if you go to, here's the tip, alexpettit.tv/summit, you get entered into my competition to win Periscope kit. I'm giving away to the winners. Plus, one of you will get a full ticket refund, so you won't even have to pay to come to the summit. Plus, 4 winners I will be taking out for a private, we're going to go for drinks. I'll obviously buy the first round, and we'll chill out in San Francisco. But the tip there was, write the web link or whatever it is that you want people to have on a card, show it, and then say, take a screenshot now, and it will be saved in your thing, in there. I should say. Oh my god, 1 second guys. There we go. I did not see that person. Anyway, top tip number 5, give back. If you're asking people to do something, as a broadcaster, go back to the Twitter feed afterwards and just reply to people that actually did take a screenshot of your broadcast and say thank you. Or heart their, I say heart, but like favorite their tweet, or retweet some tweets, or follow some people. Hey, spicy little pepper. Good, I'm glad it helped. Spicy little, are you going to be in San Francisco, or are you not coming this time? Alex, you should show screenshots I sent yesterday of Mum. Ashley, let's find some. For those of you that did miss it, I think Ashley sent me some great screenshots, actually. Oh my god, 72 tweets. And there's proof of the pudding. Look, I'm not lying. 1 second. 72 tweets just from this broadcast. So it does work, guys. Let's quickly see if I can find some of the... There we go. This was from Sailor Mouth. See what I mean about it being like a perfect post-it image for your broadcast? That was the moment my mum got splat in the face with egg yolk. Here's another one. I think this was from Kickback Here, who created a little gallery. Look, there she is, looking great. Hold on. Lol says... Yeah, it got messy. It was a fun broadcast. Where's Ashley? I know Ashley did do one. She's here somewhere. But that you get the point, guys. It's like, you see what I mean about it being almost like a bit of a movie trailer poster for your broadcast. Like that was an amazing best bit of the broadcast that Sailor Mouth screenshotted, tweeted out to her fans, and was like, "Hey, go and watch now." And that's how you should treat. Like, in my opinion, that's what I find really works for screenshots. If you tell people, hey, something awesome is about to happen. Hi, Mum was sick, she's healing. Oh, your mum was sick, so we'll make it 50-50 chance. Oh, sorry to hear that. Fingers crossed you do get there. There's a drink on me if you do, because it would be good to catch up with you again. Great tips, thanks. It was so fun, Ashley, I know. Enjoy San Fran, Alex. Looking forward to turning. Oh, by the way, this is Q&A now, so if you have a question, feel free. I feel like I've talked really fast tonight, like really fast. I'm going to try and... it's about reciprocity. Yeah, you get it. Facebook Live, thoughts. Linda, I don't have it. I'm in the UK. I want it so badly. I even emailed Facebook. They got back to me straight away, and they were they're basically like, you have to wait. We can't just give it to you. You have to wait. Great pace tonight, I think. Oh, thanks, Brandy. I tried to kind of hurry up the first half so that if you want to just watch the tips, you can come in here for 15 minutes, get the tips, and go. But I know lots of you reciprocating. That's the word. I know lots of you like to stay around for the Q&A because you might have questions, you might, anything. Put them in the chat if you can chat. If not, you can tweet them to me. What's my favourite app, of this year? Fucking Crazy? I still love that name. Where am I now? I'm not in San Francisco yet. I fly out to San Francisco on the 9th. I want to say the 9th. Brandy, when do I fly out to San Francisco? You should know this. I'm pretty sure you've got all my flight details. Hi Alex, T-Reps. Mum, oh no way, I'm also one of your biggest... Oh, thank you so much. I think me and T-Rep were talking earlier on today. Fun, says Connie. Oh, it is hot in here today. You guys can still hear me. I didn't just destroy my mic, did I? Thank you for all your screenshots. Literally so many. Lots of you suggesting that I should whack my head with a penknife. Oh, your secretary is off duty. Brandy, do you want to be my official secretary now? I like travelling, hubby doesn't. Oh, that's a conflict. Shit, the scope freeze when you were about to answer my question. Oh, put it again. 3113, put it again. AlexPetty.tv for Sonic Tickets, Prize Door. Yeah, that's my dad in the chat. We were just talking about that. I guess you watched. I will assume that position, Alex. Well, you've just taken it from my dad, who hasn't been around for the last few days. So he was doing a crap job. Actually, to be fair, I turned my phone off. To be fair to him, I think he's been trying to get hold of me, but I was like, no, thank you. Your freezing people are dropping. Oh, I don't know why I keep freezing. I just watched Alex Khan for like half an hour without one freeze, but me, nah. It's not my connection either, because if I switch to 3G or I switch to Wi-Fi, don't know. No issue for you, Ashley? Maybe it's just some people who are watching. Sorry, Dad, I'm going to get in on that. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions about Periscope at all, put them in the chat now. If you haven't already followed and you're new, swipe up on Android, swipe left to right on iOS, click my name, and then click the follow button. No problems with you? Good to know, Music Mistress. Coach wants to know, what are the advantages of live YouTube streaming? Good question. So one thing I'll say about live YouTube streaming is there's a bigger delay. So with Periscope, it was built for interaction. That was what it was built for. So the delay between me speaking and you seeing me speaking, as in like the delay from my video to reaching your phone, is only about, on many cases, only a few seconds, like less than 3 or 4 seconds. With YouTube, it's anywhere between 40 seconds and 1 minute, sometimes 2 minutes, which then makes it very hard to actually have a conversation like we're having now. So I would say YouTube is more about broadcasting one way, and Periscope is more about conversation. So one reason why I love YouTube though, the quality. I can send, you might be able to see it up there. There's a camera up there. Usually it's on. I turned it off because I had guests and they were like, why have you got a camera? Anyway, there's a little box down there. Can you see that there? That little box plugs into the camera and allows me to stream my studio in full 1080p, exactly like you would go and see at the, like, get a DVD. That is the same quality on YouTube, and you can watch what I do here in my studio in full 1080p quality live on YouTube. I thought I just heard someone, but there's no one. So that's one reason I love YouTube. A couple of other reasons. Going back to what I said before, it's not all about being on one platform. You've got to try new things. YouTube are going to be coming out with a Periscope competitor, and that excites me. The fact that Facebook has come out with like a kind of Periscope competitor there, Facebook Live, if anyone has a chance of kind of doing it really well, it will be YouTube. They have experience, over 10 years of experience with video. They have been doing YouTube Live for a long time. Did you see Kayvon scoping Federer in Brisbane, Australia yesterday? No, I didn't. Facebook rolling out live streaming for everyone? They will be, yes. But yeah, YouTube Live is a thing. It has been for many years, but they're going to be rolling out kind of a different version of it, a more Periscope-y version of it, which I'm super excited for. Love the fact that you can link Twitter and Facebook and the other way around. Do you have a live feed on Facebook yet? No, I don't have Facebook Live yet. Where are you? I mean, what city? Oh, I'm just south of London. Live broadcasting is changing everything. It is. News, it will change news probably the most. What will happen to Periscope? My dad wants to know what will happen to Periscope. Well, let me flip the question over to you guys. What will Periscope, I asked this the other day, what will Periscope look like in 2 years' time? Here's my point of view. Maybe shooting myself in the foot. I don't think Periscope will be the leader in live streaming in 2 or 3 years' time. I think it will still, I think Facebook, over 1 billion users. When everyone gets rolled out and has the ability to live stream, the user base is on Facebook. Like, that's where the users are. That's why people who are Facebook living, is that called? Who are live streaming on Facebook now are getting 10 times the amount of views that anyone is getting on Periscope. It's because the user base is on Facebook. YouTube as well. If you think about the amount of views that YouTubers get when YouTube do their live offering, I think that's going to be huge. If I had to put my money on the line, I'm going to say Periscope will be around, maybe slightly in a different kind of space, but I don't think it will be the big hitter. I think it's enjoying its heyday now, and I've spoken to my dad about this, and I'm sure that brands can't wait for Facebook Live. Yeah, I've spoken to my dad about this. Certainly from the brands that I've been speaking to, they've worked with Facebook for 10 years. They've worked with YouTube for 10 years. They're a safe pair of hands. This new thing called Periscope's come along, and although it is supported by Twitter, it's been having a lot of problems. They see that it's been having a lot of problems. They can't risk. Brands don't want to take risks. And so they're waiting for those safe pair of hands to do their thing. So they're waiting for Facebook Live. They're waiting for YouTube's offering. And I think that's where the brands are going to go. But does that mean that we as individuals should jump onto them as well? Or should we stay on Periscope? My advice, try everything. Don't have all your eggs in one basket. And that's certainly what I'm going to do. That's the advice that I'm passing on to you. Matthew Santoro fan. So Matthew Santoro fan, what's your favourite Matthew Santoro video? If you're a true fan, answer now. Periscope Co and Twitter don't really understand Periscope. Dad, this is not the broadcast to start slating off Periscope. Will people be able to make money on Facebook or YouTube? Oh yes, there is no doubt about that, yes. On YouTube, absolutely. Facebook are a little bit more, we want all the money, screw the content creators, but I think they'll have to. It's not the same interaction as Facebook Live. I know a lot of people have been saying that, and I have to say I don't have Facebook Live. I'm just seeing what other people have done with it. Until I have Facebook Live properly myself, I can't make a true judgment. But certainly from talking with Fortune 500 companies, top broadcasters around the world, they are more inclined to go with this, like I say, the safe pair of hands than they are to risk Periscope right now. That could all change. When are you going to try Facebook Live? As soon as Facebook give it to me, which should be within the next 2 weeks, I'm told. I should have it for Periscope Summit. Periscope seems more about meeting new people. There's a great, the community on Periscope, amazing community. Alex Khan came up with a great sentence today was, I think, he did come up with a great sentence today, I can't remember it. I think he said, Periscope has reinvented social media or rejuvenated social media or communities on social media, and I think he's spot on. We've never seen a community cohesion of people like we have on Periscope. Must have been pretty great. It won't piss off Randy. It was a really great quote. I just can't remember it word for word. Memory not too good today, huh? Not at all. Thank you. Who's that? Eclipse. Who am I? You didn't put your favourite video. You answer my question first, and then I'll answer yours. I think brands, especially professional broadcasters, aren't sure how to use Periscope effectively. BN Lover, my dad would definitely agree with you right now. What they're trying to do is they're trying to just broadcast. They're trying to treat it like YouTube Live is now, or like TV is now, or how they would usually put an advert on TV. It's, what is it? Top creepy pasta. Good one. I'll answer your question in a sec then. Yeah, and it's not that. Periscope is all about the interaction, right? It's all about the fact that I can say, hey guys, what's this? And you, in about 3 or 4 seconds time, will all type the word. Dum dum dum. Oh, I just froze at that point. A cup. Yeah, breaking news would be, oh, breaking up. Yep, tea, exactly. It's a cup of tea. Thank you. Thank you for the a mug. Lots of different answers, but you get the point. We can have this conversation, but a lot of broadcasters are treating it not like that. They're treating it as, let me just show you something, and you watch, and you sit there, and you go and buy what we're showing you. Periscope isn't that. If you try and do that on Periscope, you'll get a lot of people showing you the door. Breaking news, it's a cup of tea. Wonder why they can't make folks' names show better on Periscope. Oh, Eclipse. I have been, like, if that's one feature that I would just love them to change, it would be the fact that I wish we didn't see everyone's @name, but I could just see your name, because I prefer saying, oh, thanks so much, Jen, rather than thanks so much at Jen Lee. You know, you get the idea. Yes, it's strategic. So, like, strategic, I wish I could actually call you by your real name, which if Periscope loads, I can just probably tell that it's Amy. There we go. I'm going to remember that now. I agree. I like seeing names. Yeah, I like being called Alex. I therefore set my @name to @Alex Pettit, but it's still easier if it just made it full first name, last name. Sorted. So who am I, Matthew? I never know how to answer that question. My name is Alex Pettit. I've been using Periscope since day one, since the day it came out. And what I do on here is I give people tips and tricks about how you can use Periscope effectively, sort of things that I, over the last 10 months, have learned does well on Periscope, some things that if you do, won't do too well. So for me, I'm all about teaching people how to use the app, also teaching people how to use it in different circumstances, how to get more viewers, hearts, follows, whatever it is that you want. I do daily shows on here about kind of tips and tricks that you can use. So if you want, if you've just joined Periscope, I think that was Matthew Santoro fan. If you've just joined Periscope, then it's really good. Just follow me and you'll get daily tips and tricks that you can use in your broadcasts. Sorry, guys. No combination of words. So, opinions on Sherlock. You know, I haven't seen it. Fucking crazy, I haven't seen it. Follow Alex to be the best periscoper you can be. I like that. I should use that more. What was your first scope you did? I love telling this story. Thank you, Emma. So, the day that Periscope came out, I was at... So, this is how long I've been working on live streaming technology. I was at Twitter HQ in London. I was at their headquarters in London doing a live YouTube show for the UK government. It was the 26th of March was the day it came out. I was doing a live YouTube broadcast from the Twitter HQ canteen for the UK government to promote people to vote in the general election. And I was on Meerkat, right? So I was on Meerkat in the Twitter HQ building, showing people behind the scenes, what goes on behind the scenes to make a TV show. And a head guy at Twitter came up to me and was like, "Don't Meerkat here," and I was, because obviously they were just about to bring out Periscope, and so I was like, "I would love to use Periscope, but I don't have it. It's not out yet." And so they kind of were like, "Actually, it's about to come out within the next few hours." So I was very lucky. I got on it almost one of the first people, bar the beta testers. Oh, I think we just froze. Sorry. There we go, you're back. Sorry, I believe it keeps freezing. Anyway, so I was very lucky. They gave me a link. I was one of the first people on it, bar the beta testers they had before. And my very first show was at the Twitter HQ building, interviewing the head of broadcasting at Twitter and one of the developers that worked at Twitter about Periscope and how this was going to be a game changer and how the app worked. And because it was one of the very first broadcasts, and because I was one of the very first users, and because I was at Twitter HQ and had such a catchy title, loads of people came in to watch that broadcast. That's how I built up my following and stuff like that. What did I think of David Cameron? Oh, I don't talk politics at all. We'll just have to see what the future holds for the UK. I think we're more worried about what's happening in the US, right? Epic first scope. It was. I was very lucky. Oh, hire a bungalow. You were just in with Mr. Khan, I think. Alex, are you going to use Facebook Livestream? Yes. Your following is incredible. Thank you so much, Strategic. Or Amy, I think we said it was. Thank you, Crazy, for sharing on Twitter. So does everyone feel that they learned something with screenshots today? Because that's like the main aim. Who is going to the San Francisco Summit? Well, I am. I fly next week. Who else is going? Why does it say I have 3 more broadcasts when I haven't scoped yet? This is something you learned so much today, Brandy. Thank you. Brandy, are you around afterwards? No, because I just came in the room. Jess, do you want me to do a quick recap for you? I always learn something in your broadcast. Thank you, Ashley. And you have a Facebook account already. Geek Katie, I have a Facebook profile. I don't do pages. I don't really like. I will recap then. Yeah, 1 second. But I don't have Facebook Live streaming yet. Yes, I still watch the replay. Oh, good. Yes, please recap. Okay, here's the very, very quick recap. I would say to you guys, go and watch the replay for the full explanation, but 5 ways that you can use screenshots. First kind of thing is to highlight the best bits in your broadcast. So give people prior warning when you know something is coming up. So for example, yesterday I did a scope where my sister went head to head with my mum. It was like egg roulette, raw eggs in the face. You get the idea. That's obviously going to create something very visually stimulating and really kind of enticing if anyone sees it posted onto Twitter. So I told people, hey, get ready, the egg's about to go in the face, get ready to take a screenshot. People took screenshots of that moment. In fact, I'll show you some of them now. People took screenshots of the moment where the egg hits the face. It was like, it looked awesome, it looked great. Hold on, let me in my Twitter feed. There we go, there's one. And so they were so this is Sailor Mouth tweeting out about the broadcast. If I was to kind of search, it was on the House of Petits channel, so we'll just see. Oh, did I spell that right? Just go back to live. So here we go, here's loads of people were tweeting out. What has happened to the, oh, because it's a hashtag. Anyway, yeah. So treat it like a movie trailer or movie poster for your broadcast. You didn't hashtag it, Ashley, exactly. Treat it like a movie poster for your broadcast, because they take those screenshots, they post them on Twitter. That tweet has the link to your live broadcast, and it's like the very best bit, then promotes your broadcast, getting more people in. Second tip, do competitions. You know, as a broadcaster, you can say, guys, tweet me your screenshots. The best ones will get a follow. The best ones will get a retweet. The best ones will get a favorite. Always try and reward people if you're asking them to do something. Number 3, you can do screenshot polls. Hold up one thing, hold up the other. So, which pen do you like? Do you like number 1? Screenshot. Do you like number 2? Screenshot. Tweet me. You then tweet me the pen that you like, the screenshot of the pen that you like, and I can do a poll and say there were 10 screenshots for this one and 5 screenshots for this one, so this one won. That's number 3. Number 4, get people to screenshot links. So if you're giving someone a link, if you're saying, hey, if you want to go and buy Periscope Summit tickets, go to alexpettit.tv/summit, you've already forgotten that link. But if whilst I'm saying that, I'm saying, hey, if you want to get Periscope Summit tickets, make sure you buy them from alexpettit.tv/summit. Take a screenshot of this now so that you can go back after the show and visit the website. Boom. And number 5 is, as a broadcaster, you're asking people to do a lot. So go and reward them. You know, after the show, go back and heart everyone that screenshotted. Or go back and reply to some people that screenshotted and say thank you. Because I guarantee you, if they don't already follow you on Twitter, they'll follow you when they see that you've hearted them or screenshot or replied to them. You know, oh, is Bree in the house? Bree's in the house. Or Bree, what are we calling you now? Are we calling you Bree, Rachel? Because I'm now really confused. Your @name is the same, but it's changed on Periscope. Oh, thank you for screenshotting whoever that was. I scoped from Ireland. My pub featured on Periscope. Oh, wicked. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I watched that scope. If that was your pub, beautiful lighting. Like, genuinely, all the like fairy lights on the roof. Really well done. Hi, Alex. How did House of Petits get so many followers? Don't get nervous, my friend. Why does it say I have 3? I really don't know. How did House of Petits get so many followers? It was because... do you know what? I'm not really 100% sure. The truth is, it trended. It trended on New Year's Eve, which is a huge honor, especially when you think that we had the Dubai fire that evening, so lots of things trended there. We obviously had New Year's Eve, people scoping from around the world, uh, and to trend with all that going on, it's amazing. But I have no idea why it trended, and I cannot work out why it trended. I was literally in bed. My sister was next to me. We were waiting for my mum to get ready, scoping my mum. All I can think of is that someone came in, saw it, and shared it, and then it just went nuts. Did I get Alex excited? She's not even here. She popped in and, oh no, she tweeted, oh, happy for you, Alex. Thank you. But why the unhappy faces? It's amazing how the internet works sometimes, yeah. Your mum is crazy in a good way. Thank you, Life for Me. I'm watching your Snapchats. Love watching your fan. Oh, cool. Thank you, Jess. Yesterday my scope went haywire. I think many people's scope has gone haywire in the last month. What about hearts? I did a New Year's broadcast and got hearts, but they didn't show up. These are some of the bugs that Periscope is experiencing right now. When is your mum's scope? Bree, what do you want her to do? Maybe you two should collab. Bree, I actually thought it was you that might have come in and shared that broadcast, because I've never seen my Periscope go, or that channel's Periscope go so crazy. And the only thing I could put it down to, I was like, Bree must have come in and shared it or something. But if it wasn't you, I still genuinely have no idea. Then showed later I had 98 viewers. She can just come in and talk with me, with anyone, about anything. You and my mum would be a killer pairing. Not even on Periscope, just together. By the way, did you have? Well, I'm guessing you had a safe flight. I watched you take off, which was a great experience. It was you? No, I'm tapping on you. Is Periscope losing steam? Good question. Let's ask Brie. Yeah, a few safe flights. Oh, which one did I miss? Let's ask you guys. Is Periscope losing steam? Bree's in the house. She is by far the #1 Periscoper in the world. If you don't follow her, make sure you follow her. Although we give some warning. I have no idea what you're going to see on that channel. It can be anything from, I don't know. I never know how to describe Bree now, apart from the fact of she shares everything in her life. There is no filter when it comes to Rachel, when it comes to Bree. My numbers are back up again around 600 and 900 lately. Good to hear. Good to hear. But do you think it's losing steam? House of Pets is very cool. Thank you very much, Loving Life. Brie is brilliant. Yeah, I agree. Look, there we go. You've even got love for my dad, Brie. Joe, how you doing? We never know what we're going to see. That's what makes it great. You know what? Good point. Alex, I have a swear jar now. I'm a good girl. I heard about the swear jar, but I didn't see you sticking to it, because when I came in the other night, you were swearing and no money was going in the swear jar. Yes, she is. She shares so much of her life with us. Yeah, I mean, if there's anyone who is probably on Periscope, as in broadcasting the most, it's Brie. Over 100? You put over $100 in there, Brie? If there's anyone that is on Periscope the most, it will be Brie. Like I say, #1 Periscoper by a mile. And there's loads of questions up in the air, like, well, if she's the #1 Periscoper by a mile, where is she on trending every day? And yeah, I do hope you're feeling better. Not just because of you're swearing less, but also because I know that you've been having a bit of a, not just a tough time, but also feeling a bit ill recently. That is a good question. How do you do it every day? 6-7 hours sometimes. The guitar girl you shared ages ago, Alex. Oh, Joe, what do you want to know? I think you're the #1 scoper. Not by numbers, definitely not. The man with the the song, who is that? Honest Bachelor, that song that you and Jared wrote. I played it, well, my mum actually, so get this. If you haven't heard the song, I think, Honest Bachelor, do you know J Diddy's website? Is it jdiddy.com? If you haven't heard the song, go and listen to the song. It cracked me up. jdiddy82.com. My nan watched that scope, watched Jared's scope where he played the song. She then phoned up my mum, so angry, like so angry. I was like, they've written a song about Alex. I'm like, Nan, chill out, it's fine. Like, it is just comedy. These guys create comedy, it's fine. And she played it to my mum on the phone. She was like, listen. And obviously it's then like the song says my mum's a MILF or stuff like that. It's okay. It's comedy. Who's Bree? She's in here now. Go and say hello. a lot of people don't realise that I just scope what I already doing, so it's not a sweat off me. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, it's weird. It's really weird that, not weird, but I find it really interesting that sometimes we can just start the camera and almost forget that Periscope is there and just kind of let you guys in as if you're a bit of a fly on the wall to what we're doing, and that you guys want to watch that. But apparently, you enjoy it just as much as when I'm sat here giving top tips. Hi Alex, did you realise that CNN did broadcast images from Periscope user from Dubai? Yes, so I actually tweeted that. And I actually did some things with the BBC around the Dubai fire and things like that to get Periscopes on air nice and quick. What are the tips? Definitely watch the replay if you're asking what the tips are. Honest Bachelor introduction song is so funny. My numbers are higher. Oh, sorry, Brie, I missed that comment. I just saw the my numbers are higher part. We think our lives are boring, but we all have a story to tell. That's like my comment of the day right there. I agree. It's so weird. You like me. I thought about. I'm going to say this in a really weird way, but I went to the loo, the toilet. I don't know what you call it in America. Today, and I was thinking about this whole thing of, I find my life boring. I genuinely find my life boring, but you guys say otherwise. The bathroom. When I walk away from the camera, my numbers always go up. Brie, what does that say? I don't even know what to... Is it because Nettie gets the airtime? I think Nettie comes along and steals all the airtime. That's what it is. Lou is a much better word. The John. Hello from Russia. So what's the point of Periscope? How does it help in life? Who would say their life has been enriched by Periscope? Just kind of bouncing off that comment. Who would say that for me it's been flip side. I can say that there's so much. I think Periscope has massively affected my life in the last 6 months. For one, well, my life is not the same as it was in 2015. I am girlfriendless because of Periscope. I have changed my job. It's pretty much quit my job to do Periscope full time and things like that. So the person that I was beginning of 2015 is definitely not the person that I am now here on Periscope. That's me personally. But more importantly, I've met so many... Yeah, Brie kind of hits the nail on the head. 99% amazing, 1% terrible worst. I would agree with that. So many incredible people around the world. You know, I wouldn't know all of you guys. Again, watching Alex's broadcast earlier, he hit the nail on the head. Periscope is less than a year old. I would not know one of you if it wasn't for this app, and not one of you would know me if it wasn't for this app. And I think that's what makes it wicked. Brie, I was about to say what are you still doing up, but actually you're behind. Periscope introduced me to you, and that's awesome. Right back at you, Brandy. Looking forward to what 2016 has and scoping has to bring. Yeah, true story, says Oliver. And that's the thing. It's about community, and we've all connected. And I put a tweet out. I think it might still be my pinned tweet. You know, it caused a lot of bad stuff. Me and Brie joked about it at Summit. There was, I don't think I've told this story on Scope yet. There was Brie, what happened? There was a question at Summit who, I think Dr. Cindy, it was a panel with Tasmin, Brie, Carl and Dr. Cindy. They were all sat there and Dr. Cindy asked the audience, whose relationship has been affected by Periscope? And my hand went up so fast. And you know where you kind of sit there and think, please God, I hope everyone else in the room also has their hand up. And I looked around and I'm the only one with my hand up. Or no, there were a few others, but I think it was the fact that my hand just went straight up. And yeah, it has. Uh-oh, I saw you immediately there. Brie clocked it like that. And very shortly after that, I returned from New York and split up with my girlfriend. So, you know, there's definitely been some good and some bad with Periscope. My girlfriend thinks I'm famous to date because of Periscope. Honest Bachelor. Then your dad being there validated it. Yeah, Brie, now you know why my dad's there and my ex-girlfriend wasn't. My adult kids think I'm nuts for being on it. Yeah, you know, and it takes so much time away. I think that's the thing. 5 Periscope points, repeat. I've repeated them 3 times already, so you're best off to just keep an eye on my channel, follow me, and watch the replay. Hit the follow button now if you're not already following, and then as soon as I end the broadcast, you'll get the replay. Yes, oh, Dana's in here as well. So much time. Yeah, I agree. You ever meet up with anyone from Periscope? Yeah, Joe, I do. I'm off to Periscope Summit, where we're about to meet up with like over 1,000 Periscopers, all of us together. And I'm actually heading down to Florida after for a bit of a holiday, and I'm going to catch up with, well, I say catch up, I'm going to go and stay and chill in Florida with Brandy, who I think was just on this scope, and possibly even meet up with more people in Florida as well. So yeah, this is what I say, it's like, in a weird way, I've made, so yeah, there we go. Brandy's just thrown out some heart emojis if you want to go and check her out and follow her. But I would say that I have friends. I know friends that I've had for 20 years in my life. I would say that I talk to and have some incredible friends on here more than I have done those people that I've known for 20 years. Like, I talk to you guys every day. I told my daughter about Periscope. She's 22. But is she on it, or are you just trying to force her on it? Yeah, oh, I should say I'm also staying with Dana in San Francisco because hotels are expensive there and we have some serious catching up to do. Alex, join our London meetup sometime a bit closer to home. Oh, if it's in London, it's right, it's on my doorstep. I love Periscope, but it's time consuming and can affect relationships. Yeah, I have no defense for that because that's exactly what it does and did for me. The biggest lesson I learned was right after I split up with my girlfriend. I literally turned my phone off for 4 days. Didn't Periscope, didn't tweet, left the laptop closed, and it was the Thursday that we kind of like broke up, all the way through to the Monday evening. And all through my relationship, so from the March to when we broke up in October, I want to say, it's a lot. I was under the assumption that if I missed 1 day of periscoping, you guys would all leave, and I would have like no one, and that terrified me. And so that genuinely like ruined the relationship that I had with my girlfriend, because I would be like, we can't do this, but I need to do a periscope and then I'll do this. And Emily, bless her, she always felt like she was like periscope was first and she was somewhere else down the list. And it was because I just believed that if I didn't concentrate on Periscope, you guys would all just suddenly disappear overnight. And so the biggest learning curve with me, and I kind of wish I had learnt it a bit earlier, was you don't have to, like, you guys aren't going to disappear overnight. I can turn my phone off for 4 days, or I can, you can step away from Periscope and not too much is going to change. And so if you're like me, kind of feeling that you can't step away from Periscope, because everything's just going to change. It's moving too fast and it's going to change. My biggest advice for you is just do it once. Just turn your phone off for 3 days, leave Twitter, leave Periscope, go and have some alone time, go and have some family time, whatever it may be. I advised it over Christmas as well. And just get that reassurance in your body that actually you can step away from Periscope for a long period of time and nothing's going to happen. You might lose 1 or 2 followers. I had people tweeting me being like, are you still alive? I then went on the Monday, replied, yeah, fine, just need some time to myself. Yeah, I felt massive burnout. Bree changes everything so fast. Well, that's true. That's one person that, I mean, you can catch up. I'm sure all the Bree-ots will fill you in. No way you need a break from Scope. You have to have a break from social media, not just Scope in general, from social media. Who wants to be my friend? Lady Bronze 4711, I will. Okay. This has turned... I said I wanted it to be a short scope. It's been an hour scope. I'm sorry, guys. What number are you on? What hashtag? What not? Peter, could you confirm the question? Lady Bronze is like, talk to me. Looking for friends. Yeah. Oh, I'm pretty much done, Peter. Yeah, sorry. Best thing to do is go and watch the replay. No apologies, please. 1:10. It is 1:10 a.m. here. Why are there so many Russians on Periscope? So serious question, I don't get it. Really good question. Is Bree still in here? Does anyone know if Bree's still in here? She might find this interesting. There are so many Russians on here that are either hackers or massive cheats because they found a way to like completely get into like the Periscope mainframe. I'm going to actually talk about this in a bit more detail not at Summit, because I don't know if it's the right place for it, but with Periscope. But I think there's a lot of Russians in here. I actually have no explanation for it. Maybe they just have really great Wi-Fi or cell coverage. I don't know. Maybe they have nothing better to do. Yeah, smart Russian hackers. Literally strategic. Anyone remember the what's that? Do you see Making a Murder on Netflix? No, I haven't watched it. Is it good? There are real ones. I saw their scopes from my followers. Oh, there are some real Russians. Don't get me wrong. More like Nothing Better Today. Some Russians now have over 1 billion hearts. Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah. It's interesting. It's very interesting. And you know, I've been doing a lot of research around trending, and in the same way that the hearts were kind of like gamed, people game the hearts, trending's now being gamed as well. And I've kind of worked out how some people are getting on trending and how others are not, which is interesting. And I guess, you know, Periscope's for fun and a bit of a game at the same time, but it's annoying. Ghosting is an issue still, is it? 1 billion hearts, can they be purchased? Yep, they can be purchased or generated. Trending is now imperative. Yeah. Go to bed, Alex, and give me your jacket. I can't do a recap. I've done it 3 times already. I really don't care about Putin, no offense. What is ghosting fucking crazy? It is where people can't see your comments. Rachel rarely trends. Why is that? She should trend every day. Okay, I'm just going to put that out there. She should trend every single day. She should be at the top of trending. She is the #1 periscoper in the world. No question about it. She should be trending every single day. Without getting into too much politics, the only reason that I can see that she would not be trending every day, and I've said this to her, one could be because she isn't tweeting out her Periscope links. My guess is she wants to keep Periscope and Twitter separate. She has a different kind of following on Twitter than she does to Periscope. That's one reason. The other reason is because for whatever reason Periscope don't want to highlight her, which I think, if true, would be massively unfair. So Periscope is interfering. Take from that what you will. I'm not going to suggest that they are or they're not, but if you look at the pure stats, she should be top of trending every single day. Why do Russians speak in their language on Peri? Because they're Russian and they speak Russian. Trending is an interesting one. Boot Fashionista. Well, we were just talking to the guy whose pub you were in the other day, and I want to say a massive, awesome congratulations for, #1, a really cool scope New Year's Eve, but #2, for actually getting featured as well. Really, really cool scope. The pub was beautiful with all the lights, but also seeing how you guys, O'Connor's pub, yeah, seeing how you guys celebrate in Ireland and bring in the new year a lot more vibrant and cheerily than some of the places I've been to. It was really cool. So yeah, it's amazing in my home city. I bet it was really cool. Well done. But yeah, trending is a very interesting topic right now. And in my personal opinion, and again, this is just my personal opinion, if Periscope Summit was tomorrow, Periscope are going to be there. The Periscope team are going to be at Periscope Summit. If it was tomorrow, I think they would be getting a lot of stick right now. And by stick, I mean like a lot of, not angry Periscopers, but a lot of questions thrown their way about why the system's been freezing so much, why people aren't getting notifications, why trending just isn't trending, and that's not what it is. Is it being manually manipulated? Or there will be a lot of complaints. That's the question. Is it, as my dad's put in the chat, Kayvon's favourite list? I think a lot of Periscopers would have a lot of questions, complaints, whatever you want to call it for Periscope right now. If Periscope Summit was tomorrow, they would be put under a lot of pressure. It's not. It's in 2 weeks' time, and my guess is, just because I know the way that marketing and things like that are, you can bet your bottom dollar just before Periscope Summit, I'm going to say somewhere between the 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, we're going to see, I don't know, some sort of marketing ploy, whether it be a brand new version of the app come out with loads of new shiny features that we can all talk about so we forget about the problems that we're having, or whether it be some sort of PR stunt that we're all like, wow. I guarantee somewhere around the 11th, 12th, 13th, just before Periscope Summit, they're going to bring something out where we all go, wow, this is so good, Periscope's amazing, and we forget temporarily about all the freezing, all the trending list problems that we've been having. You agree? So watch that out. If something comes out around the 11th, 12th, 13th, whatever it may be, I've called that pretty right. That's my guess. Bree just came in here talking about the trending. Bree, we were just talking. I was saying you deserve to. You should be trending every day in my books. The app freezing is a major problem. Reduces user experience. Yeah, reduces retention. How many people leave broadcasts as soon as the thing freezes? I do. If someone's Periscope freeze, trending list has been so interesting. I don't want to get into all the details, but you can look at. I just said the trending list can be gamed now. It can, in the same way that hearts were gamed, the trending list can be gamed now. I didn't trend at all even after the feature. It's funny. Yeah, exactly. That's another thing. Boop. I think Dan Moore was featured that evening, and someone else was featured. I think it might have been Emirates Live in Dubai was featured, and you all had way over 100,000 views. Trending. That is trending. That is what everyone is watching at that time. Is what the meaning of trending. So therefore, in my view, you three should have all been on that list as well. I trended on New Year's Eve for House of Pettit. I've got no idea how I trended. Literally not one clue. And as a broadcaster, I shouldn't be asking the question, how did I get on this list? I was happy I was on the list. Don't get me wrong, but I shouldn't be asking the question. I have no idea how I got on this list. What does this list mean? They even need to replace the word of trending for, as my dad suggests, Kayvon's favourite list, or whatever it may be, or they just need to rethink the list, or it'll just be a bit more transparent. Just tell us what they feel that the trending list actually represents. Do we have any ideas what the algorithm is? Yes, Oliver. There's lots of ideas going around what the algorithm is and what sort of things are considered and what aren't. The reason I've never done a broadcast on it is because none of them are 100% correct. No one knows what's correct. Periscope probably don't even know what's correct. One of the really interesting things, and I'm going to say this at Periscope Summit, is stats, for example. A lot of people ask me, why haven't you released your stats package yet? It's because one of the main reasons is because I don't want to give you guys false information, or the team who are building the app, Scope Insights, don't want to give you guys false information. And the reason I say that is because no stats that are out there right now are correct. Full stop. No stats that are out there right now are the correct stats. And the reason we know that is because Periscope don't even know the correct stats. And one way I can show you that right now is if you leave this broadcast and you look for my name in the list, it will probably say something like 12 people watching. Then if you come into the broadcast, the number is always bigger. Have you ever noticed that? When you look on the list, it says something like 20 people are watching, and then you go into the broadcast and it's like 100 or 200 people are watching. Have you noticed that? Yes, this is true. Yes, always notice that. Yes, 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 yes. It's because they're getting their stats from two different sources. And Periscope have no idea which one is the correct stat for you. And so the stats that it shows you at the end aren't correct either. The stats inside Periscope aren't correct. The stats inside other external apps aren't correct. It's a really interesting topic. And so if you look at your attention rate after a broadcast, it will probably say something like 0%. And so until no stats are correct, exactly, my dad's put, until Periscope get a better understanding of their stats, we can't possibly release a platform for you guys and say to you, here's a stats package that works, because there is no stats package that works out there right now that gives you true 100% correct information. I like your eyebrows, they match your hair. Court Burke has just come in with the best comment of the day. So they need to get their shit together. I think we've been wanting Periscope to get their shit together for a while. I assume the end info was accurate. Nope, it's not. But again, this is something they might change a couple of days before Periscope Summit, so we're all happy. Seems they're off all the time. Yep. Yeah. So if Periscope don't even understand what their own stats are, how can anyone else? They're on fleek, as Dan Moore would say. Thank you. Hey Alex, it's Alex. Good to see you. In God we trust. In all others bring data. Have you been to a wedding recently, or have I? I had 0 to penetration, even though I was interacting from the start to finish. Yep. You're beautiful. I wish you could borrow your eyes for a day. Thank you, Court. They probably look a bit tired right now. Wow, this has been a super long broadcast, but I love just chilling with you and chatting. They're only a small team at Periscope, right? Yes, they are. They are a team of 35 in San Francisco, and then I believe there's there's obviously a Twitter team that work with them, and I think there's a support team as well that handles some of the external communications, which is great, and they're doing a super job. No one can complain about the job that they're doing at Periscope. I think it's very early days for them. I think they're still finding their feet. I love the app they built. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be here on Periscope if it wasn't for that. But I don't think anyone can pretend it's a perfect app and it's like a perfect workflow. And I think a lot of Periscopers have some complaints. Thank you, Ron. Thank you very much. You're adorable, Alex. Thank you. I played with my Fire Stick today. Oh! The best prize you ever won? Velvet. So if you see Velvet BLK415 in the chat, she was my winner. I don't have my one here. It's plugged into my TV. She was my winner in December, yeah, last month, of the Amazon Fire TV Stick. How are you finding it? Do you like it? Have you put Netflix on it yet? It's only for the love of it that you want to see it perfect. Exactly, Oliver. I think a lot of people, I've had people tweet me and be like, why are you quite harsh on Periscope? I'm really harsh on Periscope because I am a lover of live streaming. I love this technology. When Periscope came out, I literally fell in love with the app. I was like, this is the best app. And I just want to see it succeed. And I don't want to be saying, I don't think Periscope's going to be big in 2 years' time. I don't want to be saying, I think Facebook and YouTube are going to be the way to go in 2 years' time. I want to be saying, everyone get on Periscope. I want to be talking to the brands that I work with and saying, Periscope's the one to go for. But I'm kind of got no backup to say that anymore. I'm a bit like, you know what, guys, you should explore other platforms because I don't think Periscope is going to be the one to be on in 2 years' time. And so I'm just saying it because I want the app to be huge and I want to push the Periscope team. And I know I'm just one person sat here, but hopefully more people will catch on and want the same. I haven't seen Alaska Scopes. I need to check them out. It's going to be Periscope, trust me, though. How come, Alex? I do it for transparency of my job. Live is good. I hope Periscope continues to grow. So do I. I can't wait for my DVDs, Alex. Oh, Summer Babe, I have sent an email to check on them. Summer Babe was another competition winner of mine. She won 5 Blu-rays. Not even DVDs, Blu-rays. Love Periscope, such incredible people scoping and viewing beautiful souls. I agree, Dance. You think Periscope will be as big as Revolution as YouTube? Caught. I really don't know. I think unless, in the nicest way possible, unless they get their act together, I think we're at a turning point for Periscope where they could either go like that or they could go like that. And I think right now they're going like that, a little bit down. Periscope, in my opinion, is starting to lose steam a little bit. And I think they will come out with some figures that will show it maybe going a bit like that, but probably not as fast as they'd like it to go. And I think right now, my dad's hit the nail on the head in the chat. Only a fraction of 1% are actually scoping. That's true. A fraction of Periscopers, a fraction of users are actually broadcasting on the app right now. And the problem with that is, for people to view on Periscope, there needs to be good content. And so if there's only a fraction of people who are actually broadcasting, there's only a fraction of good content that people will want to watch. And so although I do believe that things like watch time, the metrics that they measure against, watch time has probably gone up a little bit because of more users. In retrospect, I think when you start comparing the amount of new users versus the amount of watch time, you'll probably find that Periscope is quite stagnant right now. And they need to do something to either go like that or they'll start going like that. Terry White is here. Terry White always reminds me of Barry White. Heaven must be missing an angel. Will only continue to grow due to the Twitter connection. Oh yeah, I mean that's another thing that should be coming in 2016. The huge Twitter integration. You're cute when you sing. Cool. You're just trying to flirt with me right now, aren't you? What are your thoughts on YouNow? I showed YouNow the other day to my dad. I used to have a profile on there about 3 years ago. YouNow is brilliant for that younger demographic. Where are all the kids hanging out? They know about Periscope. They're not interested in Periscope because their friends are on YouNow. And so for that kind of, I'd say probably from 10 to 17, 18 age group, maybe even younger, 10 to 16, YouNow's the place to be, not Periscope. That's where all their YouTubers are. If you noticed, a lot of YouTubers still broadcast on YouNow. They haven't changed over to Periscope. And so YouNow is great for that age demographic. I think content superstars will promote the app, not celebrities. I completely agree. I didn't see who that was. I completely agree. When are we all off to Bebo? MySpace is trying to make a comeback as well. And just think, 10 years ago, maybe 12 now, social media didn't even exist. Or social media as we know it didn't even exist. Facebook Live, I haven't had a full play with it yet. You guys remember MySpace? MySpace was the bomb. Shut up, MySpace is coming back. Yeah, but more as like a music site. You did not date Tom Anderson. If you dated Tom Anderson, Court, that is a huge claim to fame. Do Brie again? Maybe. Well, thank you for the comment. I'm glad you like the specs. We've gone on to a bit of a fireside chat about the future of Periscope. What is the demographic for Snapchat? Young. They're saying Snapchat will outdo Periscope in 2016. Oh yeah. Yeah, the user numbers of Snapchat have outdone Periscope since day one. Yeah, Snapchat is 400 million active users. YouNow is a millennial space. As an adult, the community do not appeal to me like a Periscope has. Oh no, adults will not find YouNow appealing. Kids who watch YouTubers on YouNow and things like that, that's where they're going. But as an adult, it's not. YouNow isn't for you. Periscope's for you. New users rely on top and trending, so if big-time users stop scoping, Periscope will go down. True, but here's the thing. You're a new user. You sign up to... you go and do it after this scope. You're a new user. The first thing you get presented when you're a new user is a list of trending 61 broadcasters currently in that list at the moment. Go and have a look at some of their scopes and tell me, and watch the first couple of minutes, tell me if you would want to follow that person or if you would want to go and see one of their scopes again. The problem with trending is there's 61 trending broadcasters, but a large proportion of the people in there are not necessarily producing content that you would actually want to watch. And so you go and follow those 61 people, you watch a couple of their replays are then automatically put into your tailored feed. You go and watch a couple of their scopes. These are the first ever Periscopes that you've watched, the first time you ever get to see the app in action. And after 2 or 3 scopes, you think, well, what's this app? Why on earth would I want to use it? That's the biggest problem with Periscope right now. Creating stickiness, creating reasons to reopen the app, creating reasons to go and watch someone again. Trending list is a turn-off for newbies. Where's the unfollow button? Why do we have to zoom in very close to see who's online in some parts of the world? This is how the maps works for anyone that doesn't know, because I get this question quite a lot. So the map, you open the maps, whatever is on, so your screen space, whatever is on your screen, it will load 250 broadcasts, whatever zoom level that you're at. So when you open maps, it's like fully zoomed out. It's still only going to show 250 broadcasts, despite the fact that actually probably in that fully zoomed out view, there are thousands, if not tens of thousands of broadcasts in that view. Now, when you start to zoom in, what it does is refreshes and brings in another 250. And the closer you get, it brings in another 250. And the closer you get, it brings in another 250 until you're at street level and it's brought in all of them. So even if you're fully zoomed out, and you click and you're like, why am I not there? Zoom in and you'll start to appear. It's because they can only load 250 streams at once. Great explanation. There we go. Is the San Francisco Summit bigger than New York's? 3 times bigger. I think in New York we had around 500, 600 people. This one is meant to have well over 1,000. Good to know. Yeah, I've heard it's 300. Sorry, not 500. We had in New York around 300, I think. Boop, I heard I wish, yeah, it sucks. I wish you were there because it would be good to actually catch up. Periscope can't improve as users are in control of their own content. So this is the thing. How do you, and it's a really hard job, how do you make that experience for a new user? How do you make them want to come back? How do you surface the very best of the content? We all have different ideas of what makes good content. You know, some people will like the top tip shows that I do. Other people's won't. Some people, and I always refer to him, but some people will love watching the type of scopes that Mitch Oates does, where, you know, he's up in the air in a hang glider. Other people will think that's boring. So how do you try and topic certain things? So when you join Twitter now, it says, what sort of things do you like? Do you like fashion? Do you like landscapes? Do you like talking heads? And do you try and put certain people into topics, or do you does everybody get assigned a certain broadcaster when they come online? So, you know, when new users come online, some people will get, I don't know, some people will get Boop, some people will get me, some people will get Alex Khan, some people will get Mitch, and it's like, here's your Periscope buddy. Check out one of their broadcasts. You would like separate topics? Doesn't have a great content but offers an excellent app experience. Yeah, I mean, the fact that you can buy presents and everything for your broadcaster. I don't like their app on their iPhone. That is you now. Periscope buddy, cute idea. Yeah, it'd be cool, right? Why did Periscope shoot up heroin in their Oh god, I don't know. I've seen all these drug scopes. Do you know the one thing I've never seen, and everyone tells me there's loads of it? People tell me there's loads of porn scopes. Never once come across one. Alex, random question. You're the only Brit I can ask. I missed the rest of the comment. Please comment it back because it looked like a good one. Sound like, whoa, genius. Private scope. Oh, they're private. That's why I've never seen them. You've seen a few. So much porn. Disgusting. What area should I be looking at? I mean, shouldn't I be staying away from? I'm joking. Oh, really? My best friend? Wow. I think Periscope needs an interest list and geographical list as well. So this is something that, you know, discovery is... This is why you guys know about hashtag Periscope Meetup happening tomorrow. It's 1:34 a.m. So happening in many hours. You guys know about hashtag Periscope Meetup. The idea that I kind of thought behind that is, what is a way... There's so many great Periscopers around the world. What is a way that everyone can kind of give shout outs, or everyone can basically do a virtual meetup? We can, if we could all get in one room together and say, hey, I'm Alex and I scope about this, or hey, great to meet you, XYZ. What's one way you could do this? And I came up with this, what I'm calling like the virtual Periscope meetup, and it's called hashtag Periscope Meetup. If you go onto my Twitter at Alex Pettit, you'll see everything that you like. You basically need to take a screenshot of your Periscope, tweet it out using the hashtag at 7 p.m. GMT tomorrow, which is 11 a.m. in PST and 2 p.m. EST. Hold on, let me show you the thing whilst I explain it, because that'll make more sense. Yeah, hashtag Periscope Meetup. Okay, so this is it. So if you want to get involved, 3rd of Jan, we're all going to be virtually meeting up on Twitter. So you basically, here's what you need to do. Step 1, you take a screenshot of your Periscope profile. Then you head over to Twitter and you tweet that screenshot. So you make sure you've attached the screenshot to your tweet, and then make sure you put hashtag Periscope Meetup in your tweet, and then add, like you might be able to see here, I've just put, I'm Alex and I broadcast daily tips and tricks for Periscope. Okay? Send that tweet out, and everyone else at that time at 7 p.m. GMT, which is 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific, wherever that may be at your time, everyone else will be doing the same thing. So it's like a big online room where you get to meet tailored people who will be doing the same thing, who all Periscope. Now, if we all tweet it at the same time using the same hashtag, this should trend, which number 1 gets more people knowing about Periscope because it's got the word Periscope in it, but number 2 gets us all trending, like all of us trending. So it's a great way, as Dad says in the chat, Periscope discovery on Twitter. And the great thing that I know there's people that do shows about getting follows on Periscope, but this lasts forever. It's not a 24 hours Periscope show. It's not comments that scroll by too fast. This is a stream that will last forever. You will be promoting yourself forever. So that's the times that you need. 3rd of Jan. Take a screenshot of this, guys, if you want to remember. Head over to my Twitter, which is at Alex Peddick. Drop it a retweet so that all your Periscope fans can find out. It is happening 3rd of Jan. At these times. If you're not in one of these time zones, just convert it to whatever time you are and get involved. Get involved, guys, because at the end of the day, it's to promote like everyone. It's to build the Periscope community, to promote you, to promote others, meet other people, and just find people that you want to watch. And that's what I think Periscope needs. 1 p.m. Central, thanks for putting that in the chat. That's what I feel Periscope needs, a great way of discovering people. But people that you want to follow, not the people that they suggest, not the people that they say are trending, but the people that are doing stuff that you want to watch. And that's what will make it sticky. Thanks very much, Club. Thanks for the tip about buffer. Oh yeah, if you can't make that time, you can use a tweet scheduling service and do it now. You can do it after this broadcast. Take a screenshot, schedule the tweet to go out at that time, and then you're involved. You don't have to do anything. Then when you've got time to check the Twitter stream and meet new people, you just check it in your own time. Oh, is Caleb just here? This has been a super long scope. Who's new? Who's never seen me on Periscope before? Yeah, Caleb's here. Caleb's going to get involved. He tweeted me the other day. How you doing, buddy? If you don't follow Caleb, well, number 1 on Periscope, click on him now and follow him. Absolute. I call him, and I know others do, the kid president. Or at least the Periscope king. Caleb is 13. This guy is 13, and he is more motivational than some 80-year-old speakers that I've seen that get paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. Kid's an absolute legend. But number 1, if you don't follow him on Periscope, follow him on Periscope. Number 2, if you don't follow him on Snapchat, Caleb, put in what your Snapchat name is in here as well. Because if you don't follow him on Snapchat, you need to follow him on Snapchat. Because I now wake up to Caleb's Snapchat stories and just get a burst of energy. He's up at 5 a.m. doing runs with his dad. He's shooting YouTube videos by 9. It is such a cool dude. Oh, thanks very much, Boop. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Can someone teach me Snapchat? We can do some Snapchat tutorials on here. We can do some Periscope Snapchat tutorials if you want, guys. There's a guy that does plastic surgery on here too, outpatient. Oh, cool. Check out any comment, view profile. Oh yeah, so to follow anyone in the comments. So if you see someone's comment, you think, oh, they might look like a good person to follow. So if I say, hey, go and follow Caleb, all you do is you tap on someone's comment, click view profile, and then there's a big follow button there. Yes, better user discovery and better following of people's scopes. Yeah, catch, it's hard. Discovering people on here is really hard. There we go. Caleb's just thrown up some smile and thumbs up emojis. Oh yeah, and follow me. Good point. Caleb Maddox 13. Yep. Am I the founder of Periscope? I don't have hardly enough chest hair or beard to be Kayvon, the founder of Periscope. So I'm afraid not. I certainly don't now have the amount of money that he does. Although I don't know. Has he had a nice check yet? Has he had a... Probably bounce if it's from Twitter. They're not doing too good right now. Oh, good times. We have a laugh. What's your Snapchat again, please? Resend it. It's Alex Pettit Snap. So I wanted Alex Pettit Snaps, but they told me the name was too long, so I just had to go with Alex Pettit Snap. Oh, thank you for all the tweets, guys. I will do my account in Snapchat. How can you monetize Periscope? Who asked that? 1 second. Okay, Louis asks, how can you monetize Periscope? First, nice sharing, folks. Oh yeah, let me try something. Louis, first thing I will say is don't think about monetization if you're just joining the app. Now is not the time to think about monetization. It's too early. Just think about, how can I use the app? How can I enjoy it? How can I have fun? How can I learn more about the app? How can I meet new people? There's no point thinking about monetization if you don't even have a community on Periscope to monetize to. So think of Periscope as like a long game. Okay, don't think about, have ideas about how you might monetize Periscope, but don't worry about them yet. Just enjoy yourself, enjoy using the app, enjoy meeting others for now. Can you monetize Periscope? Yep. I say the word quit. I now work 3 days a month in my job because the rest of the money comes from Periscope. So yes, you can make a living from Periscope. Periscope is also like a dating app. That'd be cool, right? Is Brandy still in here? Thank you very much, genius. You must know your audience before you sell to them. Exactly. Have seen many make more money than you can imagine on Periscope. Yep. Exactly, Sam. Louis, no problem at all. That is just the advice that I would give. I'm not saying don't have thoughts about it. I'm just saying don't rush into it. You need to build you need to build your community first. Otherwise you've got no one to monetize to. I am up very late. I am. I scoped and then I saw you were still here. Oh, Brandy, really? 500 for Alex privates. I do not sell privates. Well over 10k a month income from Periscope. Sam, yeah, I know some people that are pulling that into. So yeah, living proof right there. There are people who are making a living from Periscope. I'm lucky enough to be able to drop from doing a 5-day-a-week job, like a full-time job, to be doing a 3-day-a-month job now. Timing is everything. The way you monetize is by connecting with people and building a relationship. There we go. There is, I'm just going to call you Kid President from now on, Caleb. One sentence, one comment pretty much sums it up. Periscope is all about relationships. I see tweets coming in at the same time. Can you put up the steps again? Thanks. And sorry with PH as I don't like. Oh, sorry, Sassy. Yeah, I will. I'll tell you what. I'm going to end this broadcast in a few minutes' time. Then anyone who hasn't seen can watch the replay. I know this will look like a 2-hour scope or whatever it may be, but actually all the info that you need is in the first 12 minutes. Then if you want to stick around on the replay and watch. Guys, if you're new and you haven't yet joined, swipe up on Android, swipe left to right on iOS, click my name and then click the follow button so that you can follow me for my future tips and tricks. Also, if you haven't done so already, share this broadcast now because like I say, those first 12 minutes are full of great tips and tricks about how you can use screenshots to really kind of boost the amount of viewers that you're getting into your broadcast. So please do, if you haven't already, share the broadcast, invite your Periscope followers. You can share it on Twitter as well. Periscope has changed the way that it shares on Twitter now. So it used to say watching on Periscope and make no mention at all of the broadcaster. Now, thankfully, Periscope seems to put a little your @name at the beginning and then say that it's watching. Always a pleasure joining you on Alex. Another engaging scope. Oh, thank you so much. Who is that? Consultant. Good to have you here too. Okay, I love your scopes because you're keeping it honest. Thank you. Thank you very much. I hope you have found this scope useful, guys. If you have, just let me know. Throw up like a thumbs up emoji or a yes. But yeah, like I say, if you think you've got Periscope friends on here, please, number one, share this broadcast and invite your followers. But also, tell them about #Periscope Meetup happening tomorrow so that they can get involved. They can put their tweet out and get discovered. You can put your tweet out and get discovered. But also meet new people on Periscope. Okay, nice meeting you, Alex. Snapchat, babe. Have you got my Snapchat? Have to go, Alex. Getting ready for bed, but appreciate you so much. You too, buddy. And I cannot wait. Not just you, Caleb, but others as well. Cannot wait to meet you in San Francisco. There are so many people I'm so excited to actually just like physically run up to and be like, oh my god. Thank you. My snap is Alex Pettit Snap. So exact Alex Pettit, how it's spelled here on Periscope, and then snap. You're the best, Alex. Oh, thank you so much, Gemma. Just like me. Exactly. So yeah, Snapchat is Alex Pettit Snap. Tomorrow's going to be epic. I'm so excited for #Periscope Meetup. Also, you might see a tweet from me doing another live stream on something called Mevi. Gonna try it out. Thought I'd try out a new app. So if you want to come and watch on there, see what Mevi is all about. It doesn't launch until tomorrow. So brand new app launching tomorrow. Gonna give it a go, like I said. Not just about Periscope, it's about Periscope, Facebook, YouTube Live, and now Mevi is another one I'm going to try out. That's it for the evening. It is officially 1:46 a.m. I will see you bright and early. Maybe. Bye, guys.